Welcome everybody to the first ever Gamers Federation podcast show. I am the host, Nature Boy, also known as Mr. GSD, for those who get the reference. And I'm joined today by my illustrious co-hosts, hailing from the third coast. We're going to first start off with King Bing the Magnificent. What's happening, King Bing?
What's going on, fellas? They call me the Josh Bean, the people's champ, if you know what I mean. So what's going on? We're going to introduce my boy next, the B.
What's happening? Y'all know who it is. Your boy Dub D. Keeping it smooth and sleep.
Next, last but not least, we got the lemon pepper chicken connoisseur, Mr. Zelle, hailing from Dirty D Town. What's going on, Zelle?
And now hold on. Third coast represented here, y'all. By the way, Big Zelle, aka Big Hanayama, on the mic, ones and twos. Let's get it started.
Hey.
Hi. All right. So on this particular podcast, we talk about, pretty much everything. We'll discuss everything related to gaming, anime, music, modern issues, and everything pop culture. We'll get into a lot of different discussions on, some politics, but not too much, but just really going over a lot of different things that's happening in society today based on where we currently are. So with that said, let's get into the first topic. Now, seeing as though as we are gamers, being gamers for pretty much mostly our whole life, we do have the PS5 coming out this year.
Yes, sir.
For all the Sony lovers,
sir,
and not so much Sony lovers. So I'm gonna spin the floor to everybody else. I know a little bit about the PS5. I'm not really probably gonna get it when it first dropped, primarily because it's not too many games that I want to play on it dropping when it launches. But from a spec perspective, it's definitely some improvement. But I'm curious to see how the game designers actually facilitate stuff like loading times, and how if they plan to beef up their servers or anything like that. So I'm gonna do it backwards. We're gonna throw it to Zelle. Let's get your thoughts and opinions on the new PS5 coming out.
All right, new PS5. This is definitely gonna be a formidable console. Check the hardware out and everything. I'm pretty impressed by it. I'm not the biggest Sony fan, but I have owned PlayStations in the past. But the design of the PS5 just completely threw me off.
That modem.
It's basically a big modem. And then,
hey, the opposition got a damn refrigerator. So I mean,
it's an Xbox, ain't it?
Nah, it's the bitch of the Cube, X Cube.
I mean, Microsoft knew what they were doing.
It should have been X Tower because the L large.
No, it's not as tall as the PlayStation though.
But where you gonna put it though? You can't squeeze it in between.
It's about the size of a speaker, man. Sit it to the side. I think that's what they were going for. Make it real low key looking.
Low. Nah, neither one of them systems low key. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna take up for PS5, but neither one of them systems low key. That's the opposite of low key for both of them.
PS5 just takes the cake on that. Like you walk in, you're gonna see it. Like, what is that?
I just hope the triggers on the controller durable, because I've gone through quite a few PS4 controllers because the damn triggers and went out or got sticky.
I ain't gonna lie, them controllers are a little suspect because I definitely done messed up like 2 or 3 controllers my damn self.
I'm looking at one right now that's messed up. It's gonna stay messed up.
What y'all be doing, man?
We going to work, man.
Work.
Yeah, man. We be playing real games, man. Not that single player stuff you be playing.
Hey man, the single player stuff I be playing be making most of this stuff out here look like child's play.
What about your thoughts, Bean? Plan on getting it?
Man, I'm for sure getting it. I got two. I got two at launch. I don't care what games they got on it. It's a new system. That's what I always done. I pick one out of the two. Xbox lost me two systems ago, and I've been Sony for life ever since. They had they one shining system. Xbox did. From then on, I've been PlayStation, of course. So I'm gonna for sure get it, because eventually I was gonna get one anyways. I'm probably gonna get it for like Christmas or something like that. So I'm for sure gonna have it. Easy work. Don't even matter what it can do.
What's the exact launch date for that? What's the exact launch date for it?
They don't have one yet.
They don't have one yet. But they are saying it's coming out this year, right?
Yeah.
If I had to guess, I'd say November though. October or November.
Yeah, that's the usual spot. All right, Dub D, what's your thoughts and plans for it when it launches? You plan on getting it? Any games you're looking forward to?
I mean, Miles Morales looks dope. Thinking they probably gonna. The reason why they pushed back Cyberpunk probably was to coincide with the release, which I mean that's something else to play too, but it's not like on my must get. But I'm kind of impressed. I like the talk that I heard about the solid state drives and everything. But my main issues that I'm concerned about is more like on the UI and system level stuff, like the family sharing. Me and my wife, we both gamers, and one of the things that always kind of bothered me was how the family share thing works, where you have your primary account and then your sub account, and you basically have to do everything from the primary, and it can just get a little cumbersome when you have to go back and forth to do stuff like transfer data, because you can only cloud save from the primary. And if you let's say if I'm out somewhere at my wife's console primary and I want to download a game, well, when I download it from the app, the PlayStation app, it'll go to her PlayStation instead of mine. So kind of defeats the purpose of touting, being able to seamlessly have your games ready for you and install, just this whole era of convenience when, you take a step back when you introduce family sharing. But I'm definitely gonna get it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get it at launch, because I kind of want to see if there's gonna be more games launch or in the launch window that'll justify me getting it. Because when I got the PS4, don't get me wrong, it was dope when I got it at launch, but it was more so the games that I got, it was just stuff that I was mildly interested in. So and I guess one of the other main reasons why I got it at launch was because of the so-called scarcity. And I just wanted to make sure that I got mine, because there wasn't no telling if I was gonna be able to get mine some months from then or what have you. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I am. What about you?
Now I'll probably hold off a little bit until they get a real heavy title that a lot of people anticipate, a lot of people plan to get on, because these days I'm more of a kind of a social gamer, so I would like to play with a group of people, and the game title itself has to be intriguing.
What if they announce that 2K is a launch?
I mean they gonna yeah, they're gonna have a 2K version once the game does launch. The problem with that is you'll probably lose all the progress you have on the PS4, unless they allow you to cloud save and then use your account when you go to PS5. But if we look at the history, I think when it went from PS3 to PS4 and Xbox to Xbox One, I don't remember you being able to carry any previous game data, because the system was so much different and the game was so much different. So with that said, no, I'm not anticipating 2K to be a heavy title unless a lot of people get it. I think it's going to be hard to have that same audience from a 2K perspective from 4 to 5. I think it's going to be a lot more exquisite or specific to a certain group of players that will probably be on the PS5, because I can't imagine it with a price point being like 400 plus that everybody will have the means to get a PS5 during the holiday break. But it'll be dope. I'm definitely waiting and anticipating. If a lot of people get it, then I'll probably follow suit. But as of right now, I'm still holding reservation.
I definitely want to know what this price point is going to be, because I've been hearing some nice rumors talking about 700.
I don't know,
things like that.
I think that's too high. I don't think that's economic.
That's definitely too high. Like everybody moving over to PC.
Should have been that.
They don't have one already.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it would have to be like
that.
$399 around that range, $429 possibly.
The Switch, what, $299 still? Jeez, way
what was
better
it when it
than
came
some-
out? Was it $299?
Yeah, it never went down. It never went down.
The price is
What was
nice.
PS4 and Xbox One when they launched? Was it $399? I want to say it's
$399.
Bundled, it was
$399
like
for
$5.
that PlayStation for sure.
$399 for the PlayStation and $499 for the Xbox because they mandatory packed in Connect at the time that you just absolutely had to have by what they tell you.
Because niggas really want to play them dancing games.
Yeah, Dance Dance Revolution, huh? Yeah,
Gyrate.
but yeah, I mean, I don't know all the game. I know you said about that Miles Morales expansion, and that sounds pretty dope. And which wouldn't be too bad for me because I played the previous Spider-Man a little bit. Jay, he really liked it, so we'll see. I don't want him to get addicted to it, so I might hold off. But yeah, we'll see,
that was one of the best games I played all year that year, so I'm definitely a big fan of it. That was super well done.
It did.
And that's
dope.
coming from me who don't even like kill a bunch of games like that. Like I be on
Never do.
games, but I'm super social. But that was like a single player joint, and that was like they did that much just right. I mean, story, gameplay, everything was perfect on it. A little challenging to it a little bit, not a whole lot, but a little bit. It was dope. What y'all been playing anyways? What y'all been
at that
on?
point, let's segue into what everybody's currently playing today, and we'll spin it to Dub D. Let us know what you're currently playing.
Well, in my group, I'm known as a multitasker, so I play a lot of stuff simultaneously. I get bored playing just one thing, so I just finished up 7 Final Fantasy Remake. Currently playing Persona 5 Royal. I'm trying to get back into perhaps picking Monster Hunter back up.
I'm ready.
Not on the PS4 though.
Oh no, absolutely. I'm gone. I ain't never coming back. I'm out on PC, baby. You know what I'm saying? But Monster Hunter. I may, if I can get it to work next on, if y'all listening. I want to get back on DFO.
Let's go. Let's go.
You count me out of it.
Let's go.
And then
So you probably already got it downloaded.
And updated.
Why you hating?
Yeah.
Nah.
And updated.
Well, I was just on 3 weeks ago.
Nah. That bitch say 766 days logged out.
Yeah, but and then sometimes I just randomly pick up stuff. Like I was kind of messing around on the Mega Man Legacy Collection. I picked up that Last of Us 2. I think that's about it at the moment. I was on Neo Hard. Beat that twice.
Yeah.
Trying to get my Yasakani Matagamas preparing for that DLC, Smash Brothers, just all kind of stuff, man. I can keep going, honestly.
When do that DLC come drop? Anyways.
Yeah, I thought it was supposed to be like next month or something.
I want to say August, September, somewhere around there. So
I done beat it twice too.
probably get back on that. So I at least want to be close to max level, because I don't know if they're gonna do what they did last time and then have the difficulty all jacked way up when the DLC hit. So as long as I'm as close as I'm to max level as I can get, I'm cool. But anyway, what about you, Zelle? What you playing?
Recently, been on my Call of Duty, Rainbow Six Siege, my Division, basically all of my shooters. Something I can pick up and play, because getting off of work, I don't have too much time like I used to. But when the weekend comes, like, you might catch me on Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah. When was the last time you played 14?
2 weeks ago.
I gave up on that battle.
Yeah, all y'all gave up. All y'all.
I just didn't have the stamina.
Man, you gotta ride the wave when you play a game like that.
Man, you ain't lying.
Hey man, like I said,
Man, with randoms.
It
That
get
ain't it.
easier and easier the more you play, and it's easy for y'all to catch up.
It is. I mean, I had got to that one time I had got back on. I had got to like level 50 pretty swiftly.
You see, the word easy is a relative term because it's easy for somebody to play and know the system as well as you do. But people coming in like the little stuff that is second nature to you, like fool still got to learn. Like you go over here to do this will get you this. It's the little stuff that you got to learn that take you a while to learn. Like, oh, okay, I come over here and I get more experience over here, or I can quickly run this in like 2 or 3 hours. Like what might take you like 10 minutes might take us like an hour or two because we just don't know the system. We ain't done it enough to where it's second nature.
That's fine. I mean, any MMO you play, you don't have to spend time on. That's just the nature of the beast.
A lot of time when you want to catch up.
That's why you gotta wait for. That's why you gotta wait for them to have like an expansion because they be throwing all that free XP at your ass.
And not only that, people be coming back so they can catch up. So another wave is generated.
Yep. Cause that's what I did when that what was that? The last expansion was
What, Shadowbringers or
the one when they came up with the gunner.
Yeah, that's Stormblood. I'm sorry, Shadowbringers.
Yeah, when they came up with that one, me and another partner got to like level 50 in a week, less than a week, shit. And
boy, Shook.
Yep.
Shook in any game. He my traveling buddy when we get on. We do all the content. And he had never played a Final Fantasy MMO ever. And he just hopped on, learned the game, and he just took off.
And he ain't never played any MMO ever.
Yeah, you're right. No, he just, especially.
I mean, we picked because when you're doing it, like when you get the power level, because it was giving basically 200% XP throughout the whole event or whatever. It made it real easy because you were so much stronger. You could just kind of like just learn your way through it.
These boys went through all kind of quests and had to go back.
Yep. So many quests that we had to redo.
Oh hell no! Basically,
I ain't been on much of nothing. I played that Neo for a good little minute. Wore that mug out. I'm not necessarily max level, but it was starting to get. Neo supposed to be a hard game, and it was starting to get easy. So that's how I knew I was there.
Hey man,
I was done.
You can get used to the mechanics and everything.
That's true. That's true, but I was like I was there. But I felt like that mean I was done playing because it got easy, and it had a nice little, I'm a social gamer, so it had a nice little multiplayer component that I messed with a lot, so it was easy to get on. Had a few people on. D and his wife was on all the time, so we killed that. Then I transitioned to that 7. He said,
"She not on here, but she ain't for all the listeners. She ain't she ain't no casual. Oh, I play Mario. No, she gets down. We have to get on here one of these days. And shout out to her.
Yeah, she dope because she beat that Neo too, so that's dope. Like I said, that's a challenging game.
Yeah, she played Persona. That's a very
and I will say I considered getting on that, but I just ain't got the time right now to be
that's a job.
Yeah, I ain't got the time right now to be like I'm about to be on Persona right now, hardcore. Like I said, I social game, so I like stuff that I can pick up, put down. So lately we've been on out of nowhere, just hopped on Diablo. And we've been on that. I must have put it in about 12 hours on this game already.
Because they want me to buy all the stuff, and here I am. I wouldn't. Diablo was furthest from my mind up until yesterday afternoon.
Had no idea I was gonna be on Diablo.
Y'all wanna play Diablo? Sure.
Why not? See, I was on that 7 for a nice little minute too. I was running through it, and then all of a sudden, work got the best of me. And next thing you know, I'm sitting on the shelf. I haven't.
Be tired of adulting sometimes.
Yeah. It do that. It'll do that to you.
Tired of responsibilities, man.
I probably got about 6 more hours of that Final Fantasy. That'd be beat.
Which chapter you in?
16.
Nah.
2 more chapters.
He
That's
said
that
nah.
that last chapter that long.
Probably got about 10 hours. Have you made it to the Shinra building yet?
Where I go to next.
Oh well, yeah, you got about 10 hours.
That long in there?
Destroy that man's confidence, man.
I mean,
He said,
that's
"I
not, I mean, 10 hours ain't very long. I mean, that's 2 days of play.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Especially if at the end, you know, you're driving home.
Yeah. Give you more motivation. More motivation to complete it.
But you ain't lying, man. All them cutscenes that Final Fantasy got, I mean, it's more movie than it is game.
One y'all. One y'all.
That's a lot of cutscenes, man.
Can't
I love the battle system, but it's a lot of cutscenes.
See, your thing is you haven't played a true RPG in a while. That's what it is. Cause think about it. When was the last time you actually played an actual RPG with real cutscenes? Aside from like the MMO Final Fantasy.
Talking to me?
Exactly. No, I'm talking to Bean. So
Probably the last time I had to really go through some
Said 10? Now how long?
14
But that's what I'm saying. That's a
MMO, but they got a lot of shitload cutscenes too. A lot of little mini
yeah.
shit.
So I mean that's kind of a given. But you know, some single player. I mean, it's been a while since you played like a single player.
So what do you feel like got more cutscenes than that? Because I go back and play, huh?
Persona.
Besides that one, because I ain't the one I didn't play, but out of most RPGs, it's a lot more regular fighting in my opinion, so that you leveling up and stuff like that. They really didn't have this. Was like really super story driven. You went kind of straight through, and then you get to one part in the story where you kind of like finally like I'm gonna get all my stuff maxed out right at this, but but that's it. The rest of it is you just going through the story.
To the first 7, how far do you get in comparative terms? So like, let's say like the first disc of 7, is it about the same?
No. Final Fantasy 7R is until you leave Midgar. That's 4 or 5 hours into the game. The original game.
But it's it's completely different the way that not completely different way they did the story, but they a lot of stuff is
yeah, they added a lot of content, stuff you didn't see in the original game, which at the end of the day is fine, but don't make it, the primary thing that you deal with. We still want to see the shit we saw before. That's the whole point.
It's some plot twist in there though going on.
Judging by that ending, I don't know about that, pimp. So,
it's a lot of spoilers. I mean, I've been spoiled on the game, so.
But they did say this game is like a parallel universe or something of that nature, which is why you see a lot of stuff that doesn't even add up to the original game.
I can definitely see that.
Because Thing 1 and Thing 2 should not be breathing right now, and I'm just gonna leave that alone.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Me, some people it's like, oh man, it's not 7, but it's like for me, I like the fact that they brought one of my favorite RPGs back, and that they're, for the most part, the foundation is there, but for them to go and change, or probably attempt to change what goes on after, I guess like the first real crucial point of the story. I mean, I'm cool with that. Like I said, as long as the foundation for stuff is still there, because that'll give me more of a reason to play it instead of just, oh, I can't wait to see how they did Junon, or I wonder if they're gonna do that RPG battle like at the Fort Condor, where you have to set the pieces front mission style, stuff like that. It'll just be like, shit, I don't know what they got going on. I'm just along for the ride. They could change it up and do whatever. You might get Sid as soon as you leave Midgar or something like that. The way that they might change it up. So
actually, like I was telling Zero, I was actually saying that they better had changed the story up a little bit, because I don't want to play no 1-to-1 Final Fantasy, because that's pointless.
Yeah, you got to do that.
That's literally pointless. Like don't give me the exact same story. That's why they gotta kind of go with that formula with these Marvel movies and stuff like that. Like you cannot just be giving 1-to-1.
And a lot of it's not gonna translate to the screen anyway, so you might as well go ahead and mix it up a little bit.
I just don't want to see no movie that I know all the endings to all the time.
This is true.
So, I mean, it's good that they gonna change. You know, got to change something. I mean, of course, the end game is most likely the same, but how you get there, it got to be a little different. Those shot gave me some kind of way.
What I was hoping that they did with 7 was to put the whole universe together into a game from beginning to end. I'm talking about Dirge of Cerberus, Advent Children, Crisis Core, all that.
They might
just make that one complete. Well, they can't now.
That's true.
There's 2 games that happened before the game started.
Yeah, but like I'm saying, you know, with the whole parallel universe thing, you know, it could be some stuff that coincide. You know what I'm saying? That's why
They
I'm
should
saying,
have
like,
did.
You might still could get that.
What they should have did was a remake 3.
Well, they might. That's the next most popular one, next to 7 and possibly 8.
Sure hope
Don't
they
skip
do.
all over 6.
Which one is 6?
Are you referring to American 3?
Yes,
Which is
American
6?
3.
Okay,
Yes.
that's 6.
With
Yes, sir.
Sabine and Terra and them.
Edgar in them. Yeah.
That's 6. That's
Yeah.
That's my
But
favorite. Final
but I
Fantasy.
had the cartridge though,
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you talking
and it
about
said-
American 3,
and it
that's,
said 3 on there. What's wrong with this? Blowing a little bit. Pause.
lost my data.
Didn't. These.
But yeah, I would definitely take a remake of 6 because number 1, Kefka is too raw. He walked in and did exactly what he said he was gonna do, Thanos style.
On top of that, you know, you don't get to see that. You don't see that 3D at all. So you get all those characters actually get to come to life.
Right.
Versus like a 7, you see those characters come up on other stuff like the Advent Children movie, you know, other games and stuff like that. They always kind of repurposing those guys. So it'd be dope.
Reimagine it. So I agree.
And for this new generation, they definitely don't know shit about them.
And I mean, I would love to see a train suplex in the
Hey,
Hey, fool.
you suplex that train, I cut the game off. They do that now. They let that problem cutting the game
Come
off.
on.
Be like, this it. That's a wrap. But I wish that they gonna have to get real creative on that battle system though, cause 7 battle system dope.
Yo, yeah, that battle.
That's one of the best battle systems I've seen on an RPG period.
Shout out to Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy 15.
Hey man, I mean, it's still they IP, so
Yeah.
it's all lawful, it's all legal. It'd be different if they
Yeah.
ganking from, you know, other companies, but you know it's still there, so it's all.
I
good.
understand that, but
What they did though?
Proprietary.
Huh?
huh?
I say it was proprietary.
Oh yeah. Yeah, what they did was create this balance on the difficulty with it as well. That put it together all the way. Cause you know you can't just be going in there willy nilly. You know, just not paying attention. You just
Go holler at Hill House half cocked and talk to me later. Go on
Yep.
ahead.
shit. You don't play your cards right. Airbuster gonna give you that word.
Yes, indeed. Gonna bust your ass. What you gonna do?
I still gotta run through it. It's just, I mean, it's sitting on my home screen looking at me. I just ain't feel like running through it yet.
It's
Yeah,
sitting
we'll
on
get
my
to it.
entertainment system, but it ain't getting cracked open. I'm gonna wait till my complete version shows up.
Be waiting.
They only got a year of this exclusivity. I ain't tripping. Cyberpunk coming out, so I'm gonna be occupied anyway.
Man, Cyberpunk not coming out, man. I told you, Cyberpunk. It is probably once again delayed.
I mean, they did delay it to November, but they kind of made that obvious. Like, okay, gonna drop it near the new console, so they could win either way. Because they said that if you get it for PS4 or Xbox One, you can get if you get the new console, you can get the upgrade for free. They're not gonna charge twice. But of course, you're gonna have those people that go for the new console off the top. And why not have Cyberpunk, right alongside them? Make a cool little bundle deal.
That's a bit.
I mean, they already got a Xbox that's themed after the game, so they shooting their shot. But I definitely think that's gonna make Game of the Year.
It's crazy. I haven't even looked at that mess. I ain't got me Game of the Year type quotes.
Look, man.
I don't know about all that.
I do.
What year what year that's coming out?
It's supposed to come out this year.
In a few months.
The thing is gonna be that all the games that came out this year.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to think what was.
I mean, what is currently in the running for Game of the Year now?
7.
Probably Last of Us off of hype, but it ain't winning Game of the Year.
What else came out this year that got fanfare?
Dang, cause I ain't really been on nothing.
Maybe Ghost of Tsushima. Maybe.
I'm hoping that's in the running because I like the way that looks. And I like the combat system from what I've seen. So
I'm trying to think what I played, but I ain't. That was last year. I ain't really played nothing this year. This COVID stuff got you for tripping.
Unfortunately,
life ain't been the same.
Look, gosh, it won't be for a while. Let's change gears. Let's talk about a little anime. I know D been dipping and dabbling and stuff, so we're gonna spin it to Beam first. What's your current lineup looking like on the anime side of the game?
Damn, it's a lot going on there for me. So I didn't watch everything that I pretty much can watch, but of course top on the list is One Piece. But guess what? They are on halt because of this fucking COVID again, ruining my life. So I actually I might get a little flack for this, but I actually never been a fan of Attack on Titan. So I'm giving it another shot, and that's what I've been watching in my spare time.
Yeah,
so
it ain't my cup of tea either. I tried to watch the first episode. It's just too weird.
So far during COVID, I have rewatched Yu Yu Hakusho. I've watched Hunter x Hunter. I've rewatched Samurai Champloo, Trigun, Cowboy Bebop, because I was trying to figure out who had the best soundtrack. And I'm still debating on that within my soul about that as well, because we talked about it before.
It depends what vibe you.
It depends on what vibe. That's 100% true.
I don't know, man.
Because I initially gave it to Cowboy Bebop, then I started watching Samurai Champloo, and I said, man, I've been listening to all these lo-fi beats, and I said, this is what kind of made lo-fi hot for me, was Samurai Champloo. And I was like, but Cowboy Bebop got that mainstream appeal. It's kind of like listening to an indie artist versus listening to like a mainstream artist, and like, it's just different. You know what I'm saying? It's a different vibe. But yeah, I mean, the main thing I guess I've been watching as of lately, like I said, was that Attack on Titan, just to give it another shot, because somebody told me that season 3 really the game changer, and it's up in the upper echelon of anime. So I'm like, I gotta see for myself.
Yeah,
I don't believe it.
Okay. Attack on Titan. What you guys do? What's your current lineup looking like?
Once again, One Piece is at the top, but
they put the gospel.
It's the golden egg, man. But yeah, One Piece. I actually recently finished Food Wars. What else I got here? Of course, I've been watching JoJo. I'm catching up on that. I'm thinking
that Food
about
Wars, it. Man. They got too much fan service for me, man. I tried to watch it. It was kind of dope, but it was like too much fan service for me. It was like, it was too much. And it take a lot for me. Like, man, this is too much.
I can see where you're coming from, but I've always been able to look, past stuff like that. If the other stuff is super dope,
I can if it's not blatant. Like, if you're giving multiple fan service moments in one episode or two, and then it's like over the top.
But you don't actually.
No, not it. It's not just that. It's just.
It's more of an implied.
It's too much. It's like I want to be interested more in how he putting meals together, not the extra stuff y'all keep putting on it. Like when it start taking my attention away from the actual anime, then I'm like, yo, I gotta put it down. Well, go ahead, continue, sir.
Good, understood. See what I say. JoJo. I need to finish Tower of God. That caught my attention. Hinomaru Sumo. Zero, you need to get on that, man. I'm telling you. That was hilarious.
What is it?
It's dope.
Which one is that?
Hinomaru Sumo, the sumo anime that I showed y'all that little clip of.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, I had that on my list, but I ain't started that yet though. And same thing with that Tower of God. See, Tower of God, I don't always like watching anime episode for episode, so I have to let that load up. I'm gonna need like at least 5 in a row.
Yeah,
it's hard to get into the story sometimes if you don't have enough of them in a row to see.
If y'all haven't, watchers and listeners out there, you need to watch that Rising of the Shield Hero. That is easily one of my top 5 animes currently, and it ain't been out that long.
If you got Crunchyroll of Funimation, it's kind of like, why are you not watching it? It's kind of like at the forefront of
to be honest with you,
anime.
as far as animes on Crunchyroll, I mean, it's really like if you don't watch anime a lot, like I kills anime. So like some stuff that I've seen, I'd be like, oh dang, people probably ain't seen that yet. But if you on Crunchyroll, there's no reason why you ain't seen Log Horizon. And
I was just about to say, get on Log Horizon.
Like you said, Shield Hero, Kami Kill, and all those animes like that where, it's a little bit shorter in my eyes, shorter because I watch One Piece. That means everything is kind of short.
Everything else is relative. You're talking about 1,000 damn episodes, so everything else don't even kind of matter.
What's that anime we watched? Darwin's Game.
Oh, Darwin. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. It was a very, very unique concept. I liked it a lot.
A lot of messed up stuff.
I'm at to restart it. I watched like the first 2 or 3 episodes, so I'll reboot it. I wasn't feeling it. I'll be honest, I wasn't feeling it.
What didn't you necessarily like about it, or what didn't catch you? I guess I didn't get to the point where everything was starting to make sense. Okay.
When I was watching it not enough stuff was being explained. Too much stuff was happening. I didn't know what was going on. Right, and it didn't have moments that caught me. That I was like, oh,
do you remember what episode you stopped on?
It probably was the 3rd one, because I know I watched the first one.
Well, I was gonna say right after that, you was probably gonna start knowing some stuff, because I felt like they got this point in the show where they have this event that goes on, and then during that event, he because he doesn't even know nothing. He in there lost as well, so I guess they portrayed that to the viewers as well with that. So right after that, they go into this event. He starts figuring things out about all the stuff that's going on.
Yeah, he basically comes into his own at the beginning of the event, and it's just like smooth sailing from there. He's a whole.
And that was the other thing. That was the other thing that kind of turned me off, was he was kind of like too much of too whiny, and not really trying to understand and take control of the situation. So that kind of turned me off from it too, because I like either characters that are semi-dominant, or if you're not semi-dominant, you can figure things out, like real intellect, like, okay, I can figure this out. Or if you like go the role of small children, if they're highly courageous, you know what I mean. So those are the attributes I kind of like in main characters. Or if you don't have that in your main character and he's a weenie, you got to have him with a strong co-character. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'll restart that. I mean, a lot of people love it.
But the good thing is it's super short. So
it's like 11 to 12.
Yeah. So
okay.
And you just might.
And I guess that was the other thing too.
And you might just not vibe with it at the same time, because it's not much to it. It ain't much. It's 11 episodes, so it ain't just a crap load of
Okay.
It's like one of those animes that kind of starts off with basically a stirring pot. All of a sudden, it just takes off for the rest of the little series.
Cause I really liked what's it called? Dr. Stone. Really like Dr. Stone a lot. and you know, it was done really well. They already been approved for their second season, so I'm definitely excited for that one to come back for sure.
Oh yeah, and I also recently rewatched Baki on Netflix and King and Ashura. That's two other animes that's up there on the list.
Oh yeah, Netflix. Netflix got some bangers.
Very, very simplistic anime there, you know. You kinda get what you get, it's face value.
Yeah, I mean it's about fighting and tournaments and competition.
Okay.
And they go full
As
blast.
Bean would say, you can't go wrong when you got tournaments.
Sure can't. Because the best gonna show up. That's what you want.
If you want your anime to start off right, throw a tournament in there and the rest to handle itself. I promise you.
Because you get to see everybody and their tricks and techniques and skills. And then it's like, man.
And you get really creative with the characters because during a tournament, you got exposable characters. So it's people that you know, characters that you might have was designing to be nice, but they didn't make the cut. You throw them in a tournament, they can be just as great as you want them to be until they get defeated by, you know, the real people. So yeah, it's
true.
What I like about those two anime, they actually explain things that happen. Let's just say a certain fighter got hit a certain way, and it does just amazing damage, and they tell you why. It ain't just he hit him really hard. Like, no, this is what he did. He rotated his fist this way and did this kind of damage to his back, stuff like that.
Oh yeah, definitely with the
Don't just tell me he knocked him out. Anybody can knock somebody out, but how?
All right, let's spin it to D real quick before I follow up.
So especially.
No, I'm just saying you and the wife watching anything, or you specifically want to mention anything on the anime side?
Well, don't come for me, but I am a big anime fan. You know, I am, but I have to be in the mood, and not only that, I have to have consistent time to watch anime. So I'm not as quick to pick up stuff like these guys here. But whenever there's an occasion that I'm hooked on something, I will watch it all the way through. And the last anime to do that for me was Hunter x Hunter. Unfortunately, they didn't finish it. But really, right now, I've just been trying to get her watching some of the mandatory classics. Like, you know, I got her to watch Yu Hakusho.
Yeah, I was on the EPO, huh?
Yo, I watching EPO. She loves Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. She was watching Cowboy Bebop and Samurai Champloo here recently. We did watch Baki. We didn't finish it. We have watched Dead Man Wonderland. She liked that a lot, but it left us hanging again. I don't know what it is about these animes that especially me, that I tend to watch, and I really like them, and they just don't finish them mugs. Like, I don't know what's up with that. But I did kind of watch a few episodes of Iron Blooded Orphans.
Y'all started watching it?
Well, I did. She not really into the whole mech thing.
I never really been into the mech stuff myself, honestly, and that's some of the best animes, you know, as far as praise is concerned. I just, you know, after G Gundam and Gundam Wing, that was my mechs, you know, for right there. And I know they got other ones that's good, but
you do know that was back in '98.
I definitely know. A classic is a classic. A classic is a classic.
Hand of mine is burning red.
They ain't got no characters like Domon Kashi no more. Who the main character on 00?
Hey, it's really a story.
I don't know why when you say that,
Double O.
Cyborg. Is it Cyborg 007
009.
or
009.
I don't know why I started thinking of that. But I'm actually trying to talk her into watching. She's going to watch Kuroko. She's going to do that. That's just. I'm going to force glue her eyeballs to the screen. But
I need to watch Haikyuu or something like that.
Well, I'm trying to.
So y'all be watch something new together.
I'm trying to let her get her foundation down. So I'm trying to get her to watch Naruto, because with that it'll kind of build her palate as far as like being able to tolerate filler. And then not only that, I mean, Naruto will probably get a lot of flack because it is extremely mainstream. Like everybody, I watch anime and then they say Naruto, and then the real anime people give them a side eye. But regardless, it has really good world building, good supporting cast, and the fighting and the setting and all of that other stuff is really good. So I really want her to watch it for that. And if she likes it as an anime in its complete package, then that's cool.
Naruto fatal flaw, because Naruto is super great anime.
You giving a heavy thing though. You giving us something heavy though. That's a long.
It is a long. I was gonna say that's where Naruto went wrong, is that they decided the long route. You know, they didn't give Naruto adequate growth. What they did was they grew him, and he ended up being way too dope, too fast, considering the length of the anime. And it was always like, leave it up to Naruto, like he the superhero. But you had all of these people that was so much better than him that just stalled on their growth just to make Naruto be doper. And that's not gonna work.
I hate it. Like, man, y'all gonna
if
sit
I
here
do
and
get her
tell
to
me.
watch it, if I do get her to watch it, I'm not gonna suffer her through it. We're gonna hit what we need to hit, and that's what that's gonna be. I'm not gonna have her watch every single little piece of filler, because she'll probably hate Naruto after that.
She'll like the original series when they was kids.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to start with. If she can suffer,
She'll like the older one too.
Yeah.
She like Shippuden. Cause Tina loves Shippuden. I mean, she farther than me.
Damn.
She got me beat by like 40, 50 episodes. For real.
Damn.
Cause I had to slow down on it because the direction, you know, cause I didn't finish Shippuden. You know, I went originally through the pain saga. But you know, I picked it back up recently. We kind of both did simultaneously, and then she just started watching it. And then she'd been watching it kind of daily. I mean, I fell off about a week or two, but she almost finished with it, I think. Yeah, she picked it up. But in my realm of things, I picked that Kuroko back up. I've also been watching Ahiru no Sora. Very different than Kuroko, a lot slower paced, a lot more character driven. From a failure standpoint, they're not like super nice at the beginning. If you're into basketball animes, I mean the volleyball Haikyuu, which is what I was promoting to you and Mercedes. I think y'all can watch that together. Since then it's something totally different that you haven't seen before. Y'all can watch it together. I think that's a pretty dope anime experience. What else have I been watching? Oh, I watched the most recent one I watched is Am I the Eighth Son? Are you serious?
Yeah, I scrolled by that yesterday. I think when I was checking my.
Oh yeah, I did see that on Crunchyroll.
I finished that. That's actually. I think the season is finished, but I think it's more of like an opening series. Like they kind of open it a little bit. I don't know if they're completely done. It'll be a shame if they're completely done because there's so much more they could do from a visual standpoint. But I like the visuals, and I like how they set up the world a little bit. It's also a what is that? Isekai? Is that the name of this type of anime where you get transported to another world? I think that's a proper name for it. So it's one of those. It's a weird one of those, but it is one of those.
Like a sword art or something, you know.
It is, but it's not like based on abilities, kind of like that. You know what I mean? It's like they got a world, and then they got this. He started off as like a kind of like got that Link or that Breath of Fire, where he started off as a kid, and then he kind of grow a little bit. And right now they show us person when they age. So right now he's 15. So they show when he was like 5, then he grew up to like 12. Now he's 15. But it's quick. I think it's like 12 episodes. But I think that's the first season. So when they come back with another season, I think it'll be pretty dope. But yeah, it's one of those animes where it's not super. Go ahead.
I haven't tried
it's not
that one
super
yet.
action driven, but it's more on building a unit, and kind of the starts of them adventuring, because they just started trying to adventure. So and the world is kind of opening up, and there's a lot of political twists and stuff to that. So it's interesting. It's not the greatest. It's just an interesting anime. I'm also watching. Are You the Eighth Son? Are You Serious? The anime started coming with these weird names. These weird names like that.
Yeah, like that one time I got turned into a slime.
Yeah, and that's
what I'm currently watching.
Out there.
That more kind of nice though.
Yeah.
I mean, I finished it and didn't like the ending though.
Yeah, I think I'm on episode like 15. At first I was looking at it, but when I looked at it on my anime list, everybody gave it like high, a high rating, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, let me test now. As far as the action go, action is dope. The character development is pretty decent. But
I do like the action. I do like animes like that. Dope. But I'm trying not to give away any spoilers, but I can't even say nothing without giving away any spoilers. But animes like that, kind of like a go-go, or what's it called when the irregular and stuff like that.
Magic High School.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Those characters like that where they just really nice. That's the best way I could put it.
Yeah.
They just super nice where nothing can really mess with them.
He nice, but it's unusually nice. Like as far as his skill set. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like how they used it. Yeah.
And how they use it is dope. I don't like, because the thing I don't like is there's not a lot of struggle, and I'm perceiving there probably won't be a lot of struggle.
Exactly. That's why I gave.
But the way they set it up and the creativity was dope.
The creativity was really nice. When I first seen it, I was like, I guess I just put it on because it was on my popular list on Crunchyroll. And I just be like, I guess I see what the people talking about. And then I started watching it. I was like 3 episodes in. I was like, okay, this isn't bad.
I can rock with this. I can rock with this.
kind of like Shield Hero. Kind of started off similar. And what I mean by that, because the powers got unique. It was kind of like, oh, I didn't think about using a move like that. That's why you gotta
watch it, Zelle. Since you like Shield Hero, it's kind of similar to that. And then how they break down skills and stuff like that, it's kind of similar. So you can put that on your list. D as well whenever you get around to it.
How many episodes that thing got? Like 50 something, I think.
What's that?
Is it that long? That slime.
Then what?
Slime? I think it's like
it got like 24.
Like 30?
Oh, it's only the OADs, so it's like 30.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I thought there was gonna come on another season or something because it ends like.
I mean, they might have when did like last year? Because I don't remember seeing it before last year.
It can't be. It gotta be older than that.
A lot of them usually are.
Okay.
Might be. 2018. Tensei Shitara.
Another anime y'all should put on your list. If you're a fan of Ghost in the Shell, it's that standalone complex 2045 on Netflix. It's legit.
What is it called?
Ghost in the Shell.
On Netflix. Yeah, I think I did come across that. Yeah.
Like it's different because of the it's not like traditional hand drawn anime. It is 3D animation, but it's legit.
I'm starting to get used to the 3D animation. I hated it at first, but after watching the little fighting anime, what's it called? Kingen. It was I started getting used to it. My eyes started adjusting to it, and then I was like, all right, I could deal with this. And I watched One Piece, so if the story's good, the story's good.
One Piece did come a long way with their presentation, though.
First, it was a little hard to watch, but the story was good enough where I kept going.
Power through it.
And that's a lot better because I mean, not only are you used to the animation, but the animation is actually better, and then you can tell like when it's like if it's getting down, like especially the fight scenes, a whole lot better. Fight scenes are really good.
That's what happens when you make money.
Fact.
Like, this shit really making money.
Should be, as long as they've been on the grind.
Yeah. But all right, I think that's pretty much it. What we got for the topics on this particular show. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap that up. So we want to thank everybody that's watching, tuning in right now, and we encourage y'all to, spread some of your feedback down low in the comment section wherever you may be listening and watching. Give us some feedback, some of your thoughts, and we can kind of vibe off of that. And we will have this where to catch us at on our social sites as far as this particular podcast, Gamers Federation. We will have we got an Instagram page, right? And then I think we got a Facebook page.
And if we don't,
have a
we will.
We'll create it. Like I said, we'll have links to all those if you guys want to get in contact with us in the notes section below the video. All right. So anybody, I'm gonna spin it around the table for everybody to kind of give him any parting words. So first, we're gonna spin it to Dub D. What you got for us?
All I gotta say, man, with this pandemic going on, y'all be safe, man. And just like with this podcast here, y'all just sit back, hunker down with a nice game or anime, and just stay out the way and just ride it out, man. I mean, that's all you got. But just be safe, enjoy.
Cool. Spin it to you, Zelle. What you got? Closing remarks, comments?
Same here, man. I can't stress that enough. Be careful out there. Keep yourself protected and keep others protected from you. Obviously, wear your mask. Like I said, for those of you who are stuck at home or at home because of the situation that's going on, hey man, learn some new hobbies. Do some things that you've been wanting to do that's been on the back burner if you can. Don't let yourself get idle. Just stay active. We will all get through this. It'll be all right.
Yeah. King B, what you got for us, bro?
Man, I just want to make sure that, if you're tuning in on this first show, we're all learning our own format, how this is, but we really do all have a passion for this kind of stuff, whether it be games, whether it be anime, whether it be sports, current events, all of the above. This show will have it all. So just keep listening, keep following. We really do go off the vibe. So if there's a topic or something that you think we should discuss between us, we got 4 different viewpoints on stuff. We even have guests on the shows and stuff like that. So just give us some feedback so we can vibe off that energy.
That's a bet for sure. So yeah, I don't have anything pretty much to add. Like everybody said, everybody stay safe. This is kind of the time where Netflix accounts are rolling, gaming is rolling, and we're in the summertime. It's kind of hard to travel with the current situation. So everybody stay safe. Build up your knowledge game as much as you can. Try some new things. Learn some new things, and just progress yourself as much as you can while you have the time. And appreciate family a little bit more. I think what this incident or this pandemic has allowed us to do is spend more time with family. If you weren't already, so you should appreciate them a little bit more. All right, so that's it for this first show. And if you guys have made it through the whole show, just show your support down in the comment section. Put G first, and we appreciate it. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.